Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing if there's going to be another Super EZA before the end of the year or the beginning of 2025. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So when I'm recording this video, there's about probably 8 to 9 days before the arrival of the New Year's banner, the Dual Dokkan Fest banner that we do get every single year. And my question is, before they end up doing that, again, we have about a week left, will they provide us another Super EZA right before it? Because, you know, this little lag time in between, there's not really much going on. Of course, we had the double rates banner, all that good stuff, but would they just slide in the Super EZA? Because it makes a lot of sense for them to do so, because as of today, when I'm recording this video, these are the Super EZAs that we currently have right now. And currently we're in a Majin Buu saga, the Dokkan Festival exclusive, Buhan, etc., etc. Makes a lot of sense for them to possibly do another Super EZA in the Majin Buu saga. And when you look at the options, so again, these are the current Super EZAs on here. For me, it just shoots out, hey, you know what? This Buhan here is ready to go. Right, for those who weren't able to pick up Buhan, the Dokkan Festival exclusive, this would be a great consolation prize. And I don't know if they're going to be doing another Majin Buu Saga celebration in 2025, so they would have to hold this unit off to Super EZA for quite some time, and it makes sense for them to go ahead and do so, because here's the interesting thing: they Super EZA'd this Ultimate Gohan a lot earlier than I think a lot of people expected. A lot of people did not expect the Super EZA in the beginning of the celebration, which means that possibly they could do a Super EZA at the end of the celebration, and that makes a lot of sense. So kind of going back over here, you look at the typings they have, right? We have only one AGL, 2 tech, the most recent with the Ultimate Gohan, 1 int, 1 STR, and 3 physical. It would make a lot of sense for them to go ahead and Super EZA another int, another AGL, or STR, right? But here's what I'm thinking: this right here, this Gogeta being the first year anniversary unit, I think they're going to Super EZA this guy in the 10-year anniversary, and possibly along with this guy, because this was basically a part of the 10-year anniversary. Now, I don't know what the theme of the 10-year anniversary is going to be. I doubt it's going to be maybe a fusion celebration. I don't know. I just don't know. But if they were to do that, then I'm thinking that, you know, the 10-year anniversary would be these 2 units here. So that might take away from maybe this unit, Super EZAing at this point in time, being that's another int, but they've already had 3 of the physical ones Super EZA as well. So that leaves just very few in terms of, you know, AGL availability as well. Now, here's the thing though, right? Here's the thing: if it is actually a, fusion celebration, Gogeta Vegito celebration, then they could Super EZA these 2 right here, and then that does make sense for them to do an int unit here, because, int is just lacking in terms of Super EZAs. So again, that makes a lot of sense. So also, if you look at like the time frame of these units being dropped, it's interesting that they fast forward, physical Goku Black, right? This was very interesting. I was like, wow, they ended up Super EZAing this unit quite early. And for those, I just forgot to mention this, for those, I do list these types of leaders that were back in the day. The OG 3000s was this set here, the type leads, the god leads, and then the demigods. The type attack wasn't a full-on set. I put the Ultimate Gohan AGL as kind of the asterisk on here. You can even just take them off and not have an AGL for the type attack there. But anyway, when you look at this, September 2016 is kind of later, but again, they fast forwarded and Super EZA this unit, so it's not out of the realm that they might go ahead and provide this again before the end of 2024, beginning of 2025. So again, we have a week to find out, probably only a couple of days, because if they do drop another EZA, they're gonna provide us previews in a couple of days from now, maybe like around Christmas time or before Christmas time. So, but anyway, another unit that pops out in terms of like, oh, okay, well, the OG 3000s, if this is going to be taken care of in the 10-year anniversary, is then this guy right here, right? November 1st, 2015. It will be, it's currently actually right now, the oldest Dokkan Festival exclusive non-Super EZA unit. Of course, next to this one here. And I think very soon that could Super EZA. That might be a Super EZA prior to the anniversary, which then makes a lot of sense there as well. So again, when you kind of look at the options that we have here, that tech cell, could be an option. And here's kind of what I'm thinking, right? We've been seeing the trailers for the 10-year anniversary, and they've been doing all the sagas. They might just like EZA some units, in this case maybe Super EZA unit, before the 10-year anniversary, and then that would make a lot of sense. I might have to make a totally different video about that kind of theory, but this being so old in terms of everyone else Super EZAing, I think it is going to be time for another Cell Saga celebration, or if not, just the Super EZA, because of course we also have this cell as well, right? We have both of these cells, so they could Super EZA this one, let's say in the middle of January, right before the 10-year anniversary, and then another Cell Saga celebration down the road on there. So the reason why I'm saying all this in terms of the Super EZAs here, I don't think they're going to touch the OG class leads, the Neo Gods, and the 120% leads for quite some time, right? So these units came out, later, but not that much later than some of the units that I talked about in the previous slides on there. So I think these are kind of safe for now, but possibly we might see a few of these Super EZA, in late 2025, but they still got to, handle all these units first. Maybe not first, but at least most of these right here. Actually, this slide looks a lot better. So there's a few, and this helps us kind of figure out like what is remaining in terms of celebrations as well, right? Because they're probably going to regurgitate some of these celebrations to Super EZA some of these units. This was a very surprise to me that they didn't Super EZA the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta during the crossover campaign, right? Basically the last crossover campaign, unless it is not the last crossover campaign. But Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, that would have been the perfect spot to Super EZA this unit, which again, big surprise that they did not do so. So if they were to Super EZA Buhan, right? Because that's going to be my hopefulness that they're going to do this, kind of sneak it in the next couple of days. It's a blank slate. This right here, this kit is EZA'd already, right? His passive is attack 17% and defense 10% and recovers HP 1000 per keysphere obtained. So it's a nuking unit, right? It's a nuking unit, and then also has that great deliver final blow to recover 15% in a turn. This is already EZA'd unit. It's wild. So of course this is unrunnable right now in the current meta. That will have to do really a lot. They'll have to put a paragraph in here to make this useful. So just kind of keep that in mind. This is a blank slate. And again, I think this is the right time to do it, unless next year they are going to have another Majin Buu saga celebration, which then would be fine. But it would be nice just to get this all completed and done now. So if you look also, again, that text cell, right? That text cell, it's also a blank slate. Again, this is a EZA'd unit here. Attack and defense 15%, keysphere obtained, and then plus 1 key per rainbow keysphere obtained. It's so bad. I wish I would have just brought. I should have had a picture of the non-EZA'd of this, right? It's a stat, flat stat boosts. Like plus 10,000 or whatever it is, or 1,000. It's not much. But yeah, both blank slates that you can use here. And again, I think this could be a possibility in mid-January. Because here's the thing about mid-January. There's no Dokkan Festival exclusive celebration. There's no anything kind of leading into the anniversary. It's just a bunch of EZAs, generally speaking, right? Historically, we have like a LR EZA and some other EZAs. We've never had a Super EZA because this is new here. It would make sense for them to go ahead and do so and do that. So again, final prediction here. In the next couple days, we might get a sneak in for a Super EZA Buhan. Mid January, we might get Cell as a Super EZA and a bunch of other EZAs to go along with it, or we might both see these during that time as well, because again, we should get a lot of EZAs in between now and the 10-year anniversary. So let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think in terms of Super EZAs happening between now and 10-year anniversary? What are you hopeful for? What do you expect? So with that, hopefully you guys enjoy this video here. If you've been new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.